everybody, and welcome back to Let's Learn How to Play Sins of Solar Empire Rebellion with me, Get Daved. So, I'm going to now show off how to do what I know of with the TEC faction, which is not super advanced, but I'm reasonably competent with them, so I'll show them off. If you're cutting into this one, maybe go back and at least watch part of the first one where I'll go over some of the real basics. So part one of this series where I cover Advent. It'll be at the beginning of the playlist at the very least. Alright, so we're going to do a medium map. I'll do Kronax Cross, because it's kind of alliteration. It's a K and a C count. Who knows? And we'll be playing as TEC. I kind of like the Rebels better, because I like all of their Titans better for the most part. Yeah, we'll go with that. Loyalists might actually fit my strategy a bit better, but oh, who cares? And we're going to team this one. And I'm going to partner with some Visari so you can see them in action. And well, we'll go with the Visari Loyalists. And I suppose I'll just leave it on random for the opponents. For victory options, I've turned on Allied Victory just to simplify things. So we'll talk mostly about TEC and differences in starting off with them. A little bit about Visari as well, although I'll get more in depth with them later, obviously. And then a little bit about the diplomacy stuff and working with an AI partner, which you can get through diplomacy stuff if you aren't playing an allied game, but I am. Alright, first things first, everybody has a colony ship, or a capital ship that can colonize planets. It's the Akin for these guys. I'm playing on the lower difficulty again just because I'm going to spend, I'm on normal, which is honestly pretty easy. Kind of tough to screw up. And the rationale for that is just because I'm going to be spending my time talking again. So just like before, we get our scouts auto-exploring. They'll go do their thing. We start with maxing out on the only frigate you really can, and we build the capital ship that is capable of colonizing. And that way we don't need to worry about making a colony frigate, which I consider stupid. No, it's not that bad, but...
Reporting for duty.
We also have our friend over there. That's good.
Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
The very first time I did a Let's Play of this game, I believe it was this map. So there's 4 planets for everybody.
Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
Well, no. We'll call it 3.5. The star can't colonize, and there will be pirates off of this somewhere.
Where do you need me?
Alright, we've got our Akin battle cruiser, so we'll research colonize. In my opinion, this is more effective than having more combat-oriented ability or combat-oriented ship and a colony ship bolstering it.
Reporting for duty. How can I be of
Alright,
service?
we've pretty much got the full fleet. There's one left, so I'm just going to go take these asteroids right away. The TEC faction is very much built around economic strength, especially in the form of an early start. I'm just going to cut to the TEC tree now.
Reporting for duty.
There's a couple things we need to look at. First off, we can get started on the Titan right away. We're not going to, but we could. The Javelus is the first kind of good ship the TEC have. They're really cheap, but they've got decent firepower and good range. And they fill the same role, or the same class as the Illuminator, although they're for the Advent, and we relied on Illuminators pretty heavily. But unlike the Illuminator, they are kind of fragile. Alright, there goes our friends.
Give the order. I won't let you down.
No, maybe we're not friends with them, actually. Alright, you can see we've got vision from our ally as well. I'm betting one of these will be the pirate, if not more than that. But our scouts will figure that out quickly enough.
Our fleet is under attack.
Alright, so tech tree again real quick. The trade port, which is a thing I consider very important to build early on, is only level 2 for these guys. Broadcast is level 3, so that's a flip of how it works for Advent. So the flip side of this is we can use a fairly similar opening strategy. At least in my opinion, it'll work. That's the sound of us finding an enemy homeworld. Or a really big enemy world anyway. In this case, it's their homeworld. It's their terrible, terrible homeworld. Okay, let's say that word a few more times. Alright, I'm just going to put up only one research station at the homeworld because we only have logistics slots for a few more things. And I want at least one to be a trade port. We just colonized, so it's very important for us to get going on the logistics, or pardon me, the infrastructure. And we can have 3 buildings at any asteroid. That's common to basically every faction.
A sound plan.
You know what?
Scouts have found a colonizable planet.
It might be crazy.
Go
No.
ahead, TACCOM.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for this one first.
Where do you need me?
I was
Ahead
kind of
go.
tempted to try going for their
Base jump
planet
underway.
right there. Or, yeah, I think I'm still gonna try it actually.
Looking for something?
I'm gonna take this guy off of Auto Explore.
Already there. Planet development finished.
He seems to want to go on a really obscure route. There we go.
On my way.
If he survives, we're gonna run him straight back to our territory. But what I care about is whether or not they've colonized
Structure complete.
Penelios. Alright, Civic Research Station. And that's going to allow us to research Tradeport, and that will secure decent money for us. This is also a fairly trade-friendly map, I should say. We're going to need Arctic. There we go. Probably not in that order, actually. If this is neutral, oh, I have to go for it.
Where do you need me?
Actually, no. We can take our time.
What do you need to
What
know?
I'm going to do is have the scout
Already
stall.
there. I'm already there.
No, they've cleared it out, and they've just got their battle
Fleet is
cruiser
under
sitting
attack.
there. Oh,
Give
tough
the order.
decisions.
Let him have it.
We will take losses. Well, we're
I'm
going
on
to take
it.
some losses anyway because of how I jumped people out of order.
Reporting in. Brace for combat. Give the order. What now? Looking for something?
I think I'm going to keep going with this strategy because it looks like they're determined to shoot down my scout first.
I'll find the way. On my way.
And if they smarten up,
Already there.
they'll go colonize it, but they will sink some money into it, and then I might be able to easily trash it. We'll see. It probably will not be that simple. Alright, we've almost got our second research station. That will allow us to research Tradeport and Arctic exploration or exploitation, which we will need to colonize this planet.
How
But
can I
this
be of
is
service?
a better planet.
Reporting in. Ahead slow.
Oh, whoops. Clicking on my own guys.
Hold steady. We're
Shoot
going
down
in.
that one that's almost dead.
Secure the passengers. Secure the passengers. Hold steady. We're going in.
We'll let the fighters do their own
Got a
thing
job for
because
me?
micromanagement.
Additional research required.
Taking some losses is part of playing tech. So that's just going to happen regardless. Now, this is a trick that would not work on a human opponent, I don't think.
Our backup is
But we'll embrace it.
reporting for duty.
Okay, now we have a little bit of a tough choice here. The ion bolt is probably going to be more helpful, although it is nothing. It has some similarities to the Advent ability Reverie, which I love, but
What now? Yes, sir.
it's not perfect for this stage of the game and everything. I like to use it to disrupt other people's attempts to run, because I believe in punishing cowardice.
Brace for combat. Reporting for duty. Brace for combat. Hold steady. We're going in.
Alright. Also, the AI is not particularly good at choosing targets well for the ion cannon. Alright, well-defended planet. A couple well-defended planets. Alright, so if we can control the middle, that'll be a much more advantageous choke point for us.
Our backup is joining the fight.
Because right now they can sneak through the middle and get directly to our homeworld, and I don't want to waste a ton of money upgrading our homeworld.
Allied backup has arrived.
We'll get a trade port in there, and I think they'll do a military lab as well. Often the first place I colonize, I'll go with a broadcast center, but not this time. Trade port will serve us well for money.
How can I be of service?
Alright, because we had ion cannon enabled, they've wasted all of their money firing that thing. Or pardon me, all of their antimatter, but we're still doing okay. Now we have two big things going on. One is, we do want to grab at least one of the interior planets, preferably not the dwarf. Although these are really that's gonna require the full fleet and will take losses unless we wait long enough to upgrade.
Insufficient metal.
I think we will be having general metal problems on this map. Okay.
Reporting in.
Those upgrades
We're
will cut
underway.
our losses for
Planet
money.
development finished.
And then we can worry about setting up a huge choke point right here, because all of their production and all of their fleet's going to be right there. And, yeah.
Structure complete.
We'll need to invest in some defensive platforms, that's for darn sure. It's a good map for a long, uninterrupted trade route, though. We're doing well for that. Or we will be, anyway.
Reporting in.
We're going to get everybody to jump together in this situation, just because safety.
Finished.
Holding down shift and right clicking, we can keep setting up this ridiculous pattern. I feel kind of cheap that this worked, but
Reporting
I mean,
in.
I'm not gonna not do it. I don't feel that bad.
Structure complete.
Alright, one civic research station and one military lab. I'm sneaking in the military lab just to try giving a little boost to my early ships,
Structure complete.
to sort of offset the general brittleness of tech ships. Now, I did not use any Corvettes in the last
Prepare for phase jump.
game when I was playing with the Advent. I'm still probably not going to. The computer sometimes uses them quite extensively. They're,
Planet development.
you know, they're okay. They've got decent firepower.
Our backup is joining the fight.
They're just so bloody brittle.
job for me? Attack! How can I be of service? Got a job for me? I'll find the way.
Okay, we're just gonna run him straight by our fleet. He's at full life. He can get shot at for a few moments.
Reporting in. Where to now?
And indeed he is.
Allied forces are being attacked. How can I be of service?
Yeah, he's on the run now.
Where do you need
Unfortunate. We've almost got enough antimatter to colonize at least.
What now? Reporting in. Ahead slow. A sound plan. A new colony.
Alright, this place is going to probably be a massive war zone non-stop. So I'll make the rare choice and go for tactical capacity first. We totally need the metal resources here, though. Not really anything else.
Reporting in.
And I think I'm going to start setting up the defenses right now. TEC has some very useful upgrades they can have on their defense platforms to really diversify them and let them have a couple different options. So we can put rockets on them, all sorts of things like that.
How can I be of service?
Now I could go for this planet. It would deny my ally.
Pirate raid.
Oh. You know, I don't really want to spend money on those guys. But I do hate green.
Structure complete.
I have a feeling this is going to be a bit more of the situation where we spend a lot of money
There is no further profit in attacking an empire.
bribing pirates. We're fighting
Pirate raiders are
two
on the
TEC
loose.
opponents. So a TEC and a Visari versus two TEC. Alright, we'll double check. Wanted, get Daved. I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but they will be coming for me. They will almost certainly be going through my homeworld to get to me. So, gonna go for at least one defensive structure. Over yonder.
Structure complete.
We'll wait just a moment to get the trade port up because money will be very helpful. That's weird. Normally the tie break doesn't go their way. Oh well.
How can I be of service? A sound plan.
I'll move the fleet just one notch over. Because why not? Now we've got the hangar module queued up for construction. As soon as we get it researched, I believe we should be able to pick what fighters we want to build there, and it's important to have those
Where do you need me?
done sooner rather than later.
Ahead slow. A sound plan.
Also, when I decide to build it, that would help as well. I'm going to sell off some of our crystal because we have way too much of that. Buy some metal before the price shoots through the roof. It doesn't look like it's going down anytime soon.
All hands, prepare
And
for
we
phase
are
jump.
under a little bit of a time crunch here.
Phase jump complete. Give the order. Point me in the right direction.
I'm going to get a scout frigate, and I think I'm just going to leave it sitting
What do you
there
need to know?
indefinitely.
I'm already
We've got the whole map explored.
On my way.
So I see no reason to keep them prowling around, unless I want to free up some supplies.
Structure complete.
Alright, so we've invested a fairly large amount of metal there. We've also gone for our civil research tree a fair bit. Faster build rate speed, that can be useful, but not really for me quite yet. This will be more money from our homeworld. I think I'll go for it. We've got crystal, and it'll give us more money in the long run. Also, briefly want to mention one thing about researching these scrying or metal mining or extraction, resource augmentation things, or technologies. So we have an income of 2.5 metal per second and 3.4 crystal per second, and we're having serious shortfallings with our metal supply. That's all well and good. So you might think, okay, we should research more metal scrying so that we can bump that up, get it closer to the other value, and we'll have fewer shortings. The thing is, this is a percentage increase, which means having a greater percentage increase on the resource you have a larger production rate from will do more for you. So if it's going to cost you way more to invest in getting the resource you need, which can happen if we need to research like level, the final tier of this versus one of these guys. Sometimes it can be more beneficial to just dump everything into what you have too much of and just focus on pawning it off. And we should have a technology that allows us to get a better rate of return on that. And I think I'm going to sneak in envoy cruisers real quick.
A friendly fleet has arrived.
Because now is a decent enough time. We're also going to go with relation bonuses. And let's see if we can manage or have any pacts managed right now. Not quite yet. If we can get our relationship up to 10.5, we can go with a trade pact, which will give us more money. We increase our relation with them by either doing missions or sending envoys to them, which through a couple different mechanisms can slowly increase your relation level. I'll have one covering the back. Okay, that should be able to hold off what is likely their entire fleet. Okay, I guess the pirates did go after them, which is good. That's not what I expected would happen, because it said wanted, get daved, but they did attack them, so huge overreaction, everybody. We're actually safe. We also have a hole in our trade network. Our longest unbroken trade route is going to be what increases the value of it. And we have a breakage, a broken link right there.
Where do you need me? Point me in the right direction.
Oh, he died. I think I'm going to try taking the other planet. It is, I think, less defended than the one I already took. Oh no, they're going for it. With one skirmisher. And they took the interior ones instead. You know what? We're going to go for it.
A sound plan.
If we can capture that thing, we'll have 5 planets, which is more than we'll need.
Structure complete.
And we can focus on just lightly locking down the middle. And we'll have a pretty good strategy to work with, because we won't need to expand into these slightly dangerous regions. It's safe if you can get a starbase there, but that's difficult with the sort of planets we have and our proximity to the enemy. Anyway, I'm going to pause it right here. We're going to end this video. And thus far, nothing too crazy has been different from how we play Advent.
We're underway.
It'll start becoming a bit more apparent in the next video, I think. So I'll see you all there.